Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. This is Davo from Archon Esports, bringing you a different game that isn't StarCraft today. Wow, have I waited a long time to say that. I'm here with Phonix.
Hi guys.
Hello. And what are we playing today, Phonix?
We are playing SMITE.
Yep. And if any of you guys, well, actually, no, take it away.
Yeah? Well,
yeah.
it's a new take on the kind of League of Legends, Dota, Hon kind of MOBA style game. But it's different. It's not the kind of top down that you'd usually get.
Yeah.
It's, well, you'll see when we load into it, really.
Yeah, so we were lucky enough to get a beta key for this because it isn't out yet. It is still in development. But it's coming out very, very shortly, and we have Mr. Alex Carr to thanks for our beta key today. And as you can see, actually, the similarities to LoL are quite big. Already you can see on the loading screen that it looks pretty damn similar.
Well, we think it might be. I think it's running the same server client type thing.
Yeah.
It seems to be.
Yeah, I mean, it's actually got that nice look of, like, kind of cel-shaded about it as well. And here we've got some of the characters starting from the top. Agni, Anubis, Sun, Wukong, Artemis, Kali, and I think it's about to finish loading. I don't know. This is a slow load. There we go. And as you can see, there we go. That, like, it is a bit cartoony, but it's kind of weird because some of it's cartoony and then some of it's quite nicely textured.
Yeah, I mean, it looks really nice, I think. For a beta, it looks really nice anyway.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, it's just got a lot of but it's just behind the character rather than the top down, and it plays more like guess, like any kind of third person kind of hack and slash, but
yeah,
in a MOBA setting. So it's kind of interesting.
Yeah, it's just third person LOL. It's really nice.
Yeah, and for anyone that hasn't played a MOBA or any of those types of games, what they are is you have two teams of usually 5 different what are called champions, and you pick those from kind of like you would in a fighting game. You pick your kind of champion, and then you get placed up against another 5 champions. You know.
Yeah.
You have different lanes that you stand in, and there are minions going from your side to their base and their base to our base, and they kind of meet in the middle and fight of their own accord. And if you didn't do anything, they just continually bump into each other and kill each other pretty much at the same time, and it would be, you know, very it would just stagnate like that. But you have influence over killing the minions. You know, there are the other champions in the lane with you from the enemy team. You fight them, and then there's lots of other pathways through what's known as the jungle kind of thing. But yeah, it's very difficult to explain without really playing.
Yeah.
Like these type of games are they're usually free. Like LoL's free. League of Legends is free. You can just, you know, download it, play it. It's really good. And I think this game will be free to play as well when it comes out, I've heard.
I mean, one of the ways that you can tell that kind of thing is there is actually only one map at the moment. I mean, that could just be because it's in beta, of course.
And it's very difficult to do new maps for MOBAs because they have to balance them correctly, and there's only so much you can do with these kind of 3 lanes kind of scenario. But you know, the more they develop, and we're just trying to kill someone here who's decided to play aggressively.
And Phonix gets him while talking about the game, but can he get away? That is the question.
Probably not.
I'm not going to go near that. I'm gonna run. Because I'm a terrible teammate. Is he still chasing you?
No, I caught him in the.
Okay.
One of my champion's moves is to throw some vines down on the floor, and if enemies walk into it, they get snared for a certain amount of time. And anyway, but this is the weird thing about this MOBA compared to others. You can't see who's behind you. Like on a top down, you'd be able to see that champion was chasing me, but you just kind of have to pay attention to the mini map in the top right.
Yeah. I wish there was kind of like a way to tell.
That is becoming one of the things I'm getting like not confused or annoyed, but you just have to keep running. You can't lay down your spells very easily to avoid people, because you just literally can't see them. But it doesn't mean you have to keep checking behind you and stuff, which it makes it more dynamic and a bit less just click based.
Yeah.
As a lot of MOBAs end up like.
I just barely got away from them just then, and that's another thing actually. Like the chase on this game, it lasts a long time. For any of you who have actually played LoL, like chases can end fairly quickly. Because
with either death or people just getting back to their towers. But
yeah,
it's a big space. Like it feels like a bigger map compared to other MOBAs, like by a long way.
yeah. I mean, that could just be because of like the format.
Just the viewpoint, I guess.
Yeah. I don't know. I've really enjoyed like what we've played of it so far.
Yeah, it's actually been really fun. It's a bit more dynamic than LoL in that sense. Even though it's only in beta, it feels more engaging.
Yeah.
And they've added a few things that I think League of Legends really could have benefited from. Like when you hit V, you can bring up a menu to kind of call out actions to your team without having to type, which can it can be really like a bit of a pain to try and type. I don't know if you want to like preview some of those.
Yeah, anybody that's familiar with some first-person shooter games like Counter-Strike will also be kind of familiar with those like kind of emote commands as well that you can do. AEPhonix killing another one of their number because he's a bouse. But yeah, I think it's in Counter-Strike. You can press V to bring up a menu of things that you want to say, and then you can say whatever you like, basically, from there. So there we go. So I'll do a joke.
I just shouted that the enemy was missing from our right lane, and that's so much quicker than and more kind of concise than telling.
Yeah.
Typing SS or missing or anything or MIA or anything, because you also get the sound clip as well.
Yeah.
I think it's really nice, and it definitely helps people to not call missing people.
Absolutely.
It can be the source of rage for everyone.
The thing about MOBAs and stuff like that is like it is a source of rage for everyone.
They're like the most rage-inducing games I've ever played. Even the most like mana person ever will just play a MOBA for about 15 minutes and already be starting to get quite angry.
Someone is continuously asking for help.
This is something they need to fix before it comes out. The fact that you can just spam those, and it just, it adds to the rage-inducingness, I feel.
Yeah. I agree. I think this Vermona's... Oh, God! See, now I'm going to jump away from that. That's one thing I really, really like about quite a lot of the characters in this game, actually. They've got really, really good mobility. If something dangerous happens, then you can just jump away from it quite nicely. Like, just to name a few. If you are familiar with SMITE, and of course, you might not be, seeing as it is still in beta. I'm going back, by the way, Alex.
No, that's absolutely fine.
Like, one thing is you can use someone is raging about going mid there. You can use your moves to get away as well, like Ganyu. Wukong have moves to get away, and Hebo has a move pretty much to get away. Yeah. And as you can see down here in the text box, right down here in the bottom left-hand corner, that is the various flaming that does take places.
I don't know why it's even necessary.
Me neither. I mean, that's one reason that I think StarCraft's so great. The community is just lovely.
And there are definitely great communities within games like this, but because they're free to play, anyone can pick it up and they don't really care because they haven't bought it, so they don't feel like it's worth that, as much. But, it's just a bit, it's just doesn't make it as nice as it should be.
Yeah. So there, I have died. And in a word, shit, I have died. Because that Callie... My god, this Drongamus person probably doesn't know that this is going on YouTube, and is just laying into everyone. It's just verbal assault happening.
Oh, some guy tried to tower dive me, and I survived with 21 HP. That's nice.
Excellent.
So yeah, you have the towers. If you haven't played any MOBAs, you have towers like 1, 2, and 3, and the last one's usually a bit tougher. Going from the top to the bottom, and you can't, if you stand in range of them, they hit you. They do a lot of damage, like way more than champions, and you will die pretty quickly if you're not like really far into the game. So it can pay off to occasionally dive under like a tower's range to kill someone if you think you can get them and get away, but often it does lead to you dying instead if the other person's like remotely good. But it kind of makes things more fun. But that's kind of the idea of the MOBAs. You push up the lanes, you farm the minions. If you hit them with your last hit, if you kill them, you get more gold than if they just die from anything else. You get experience to level up from them to put points in your new moves. You try and kill champions. We don't really try and kill champions. You kill them if you can, but it's more important to farm usually in most MOBAs, which we haven't kind of worked out whether this is a farming MOBA or
Yeah.
like a base team MOBA, but
There's a fairly large debate at the moment on whether or not you can actually jungle in this game.
it seems that the buffs are there, like just to be to have nice buffs, but they're not necessarily in there specifically for jungling. I don't think. I think we can kill this guy. I have my ultimate.
I know. I need to go back, man. I'm on 68 HP. Oh, Callie's behind you. Callie's behind you, man.
I bored her.
Okay. I mean, that is one thing actually about this game. You benefit so much from being on Skype.
Yeah,
it is unbelievable.
It's a team game that really requires you to have a good team.
I mean, that's another thing as well. Like, the communication is so important because it's third person. You've got less of an idea of what's going on at almost all times. So, because obviously you can't see behind you. So I think communication's super duper important. But as for like an esports kind of I swear we could see this game played very competitively indeed.
I think an observer setting in this could be really cool, especially if you could kind of move around like a completely free camera.
Yeah.
Like all around the different lanes, and have various things. It could be really good, I think.
An ally has been slain. Out of my way.
But you know, it's a free MOBA, so I think it'll be popular when it comes out. And it's definitely got the graphics and stuff. I totally killstole you. I apologise.
Yeah, well.
Oh
god. That's their Ganyu ultimating us. And am I going to be able to get away? Oh, I didn't jump as far as I could, but I think I might be able to get away. Hopefully one of his really, really good moves where he just charges forward is on cooldown, and it is. And I have been able to get away with 22 HP, 29 HP even.
This is a game of close escapes.
I think so, thus far. I think maybe we should play Smite every Monday. Or something.
You reckon?
Yeah.
Smite Monday.
Smite Monday.
That's good.
Yeah, that sounds good to me.
Not Smite Sunday? Nothing like that.
We could do Smite Sunday. Maybe.
Sunday.
I'm enjoying this, but the thing is about, I mean, classically these games will go long. So
Yeah, that kind of be the problem. I mean, if you have a team that is really, really smashing you on, you can surrender after 10 minutes, and if 4 out of 5 people agree, then you surrender, and that's the game over. And that,
yeah,
that's if you're losing horrifically. But if it's back and forth, they can go at like up to an hour.
Yeah, like this
with
guy,
a kind of 35 minutes.
This guy who's playing Callie on our team is BMing people so much he's probably gonna put in a surrender vote as soon as. I mean, I can't blame him. I am terrible at these games, and any of you who are familiar of like MOBAs or whatever are going to be yelling at your screens right now, like, what the hell are you doing? But you know what? That's fine. I play StarCraft. And occasionally Smite now.
You're having fun with the party monkey.
I am having fun with the party monkey. I think we need to go right, though.
I think people are shouting at us.
I think so. Oh, man. Okay, right. So I've got the mana in the bush here. Oh, God, he's gone big. He's really big. That sounds almost sexual. Party monkey, go! Oh, you son of a bitch. Once again.
It's fine. You want me to get fed anyway.
Yeah, well, okay. Basically, Phonix is better than me at MOBAs.
I just stopped playing StarCraft for a year pretty much to play League of Legends exclusively.
Yeah.
And this does play a lot like League of Legends. Their Artemis
He's very, very good at MOBAs. And understands them, and thus, oh god, that Callie is like suicidal.
Back towards me. Don't run outside of tower range.
Oh, I'm so dead. See, that's basically what I consist of. It consists of me running away, while Phonix yells, "Don't run away from tower range, dude!" And I'm like, no, trying to get away, and it doesn't work. Oh my god.
Seriously, this is ridiculous. They're kind of running. Oh dear.
Yeah. Oh dear. It's nice. It's a very good game. It's well made, I think. Anyway.
I think it's really good for a beta.
Oh yeah. It's like one of the most complete betas I've ever played. And to be honest, I genuinely haven't seen many bugs at all, if not one.
No, I mean, only when we've decided that because we played badly there was a bug, but still.
Yeah. Like, it's a useful excuse, obviously it being in beta or whatever, but.
Yeah, no, there hasn't been any bugs at all that I've actually encountered.
No, it's solid.
It seems to be really smooth.
Yeah, it's really, really solid. But yeah, you know, as you can see, I'm not the best MOBA player. But you know, that's fine. For all intents and purposes. I'm gonna attack this tower.
You pick them up pretty quickly.
Yeah, yeah.
They're very easy to pick up, kind of easy to play to a like fairly decent level, and then they get quite hard to master with the. It just requires a lot of teamwork, and
yeah,
if you're into that sort of thing, it's really good.
Yeah, it is nice actually, and like one really nice thing about the MOBA is that it brings the kind of team aspect to esports, whereas games like StarCraft kind of can't, because let's be serious, nobody you know loses their mind when they lose a 2v2. You know, nobody like gets mad when they lose a 2v2 tournament or whatever. I mean, I'm sure they do, but it's not as important because 1v1 in StarCraft is so much more balanced. And of course, like 1v1 in this would just be ridiculous. You wouldn't even want to watch it. You know?
Yes, indeed. Sorry, we were having a lot of trouble attempting to basically pick up the dragon from this game at this level.
Yeah.
It was a bit dangerous, but yeah.
So we have got a surrender vote.
Pending. I'm not totally sure why.
So yeah.
We're not doing too bad. I mean, I'm doing well.
Yeah, we're not actually doing that badly at all. I mean, like, if you follow my...
Our Agni is not doing so hot.
No?
Not gonna lie.
Well, I'm not doing particularly hot either, but he has died 6 times. You know, the only reason I'm not doing so hot is because you're shit hot, Alex. There you are.
Yeah, I'm stealing all your kills.
Well, but you know, I mean, overall, I think we're ahead. Like, if you follow my mouse cursor on my screen, we've got this tower and this tower still up. Still up, but they're, like, about to fall. That's what I was gonna try and say.
I think you need to come left. There's lots of people.
Yeah?
Congregating.
Okay.
Indeed, it's like a party over here.
Okay, I'm on my way.
Party with knives.
Party with knives and a baby, known as Vimana. Yeah.
Champions are a bit odd. I mean, I think they're all based on various types of various forms of mythology.
Some. There we go. I got one.
Greek, Norse, Egyptian, and Hindu, I think, is the ones they're based on so far that I've seen.
Yeah. Yeah, and the various Hindu communities have actually got a pretty big problem with this game at the moment.
Oh, do they?
Yeah, they do. Did I not tell you about this?
No.
No, they have. And Hi-Res Studios' response was to make more Hindu gods. So.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
That's good. So I like a lot of them.
You know, Vimana's one of the Hindu ones. Agni's a Hindu one. See, educational gaming.
There's a Hindu one there.
Yeah, Kali.
One. Yeah, it's all really. I mean, the champions are a little. I think they're all kind of. It does fit more. Like, kind of, you do have randomness of champions in League of Legends to a certain extent. I mean, I know they all come from the same kind of places, but.
Yeah, I always found the champions in League of Legends a bit bizarre. Like, I have nothing against them or whatever, and I'm about to die, which makes my point almost irrelevant, but I'm not dead.